video that you're about to hear is created by, I don't know who the guy is, but he makes videos for Crime Scene 2 Courtroom. I think I'm in my video, I'm referring to it as Courtroom 2 Crime Scene or something like that. I just can't get the right words in the right order unless I'm looking at them for some reason. Anyway, so you'll see what he talks about. He doesn't need an introduction. You may have watched this video before, but you're going to see something that you haven't seen before following this, which I think this guy might be quite interested in. So hopefully he'll have a look at the video, because he'll be even more frustrated than he is in this video. Actually makes me laugh a bit how frustrated he is. I feel it. I feel your frustration, and I get it.
Even he is talking about Garstang Lane. How is this being missed? How has this been missed by the police? The fact that they put out the wrong road. They're looking for dashcam in the wrong area. Why is that? I can't get my head around this. It's so bloody simple. The fact that where she starts, how many times do I have to create a video telling the very bare basics, the very bare bones of this case, which is the most important point to start from? How many more times? Where she starts to walk is Blackpool Lane. Where she starts to walk and ends that walk, the exit comes out onto Blackpool Lane. Garstang Road is further up the road. It covers the top exit, the exit which you're not really particularly interested in when you first arrive there on the scene. The first thing that you do is that you speak to the partner, you speak to Paul, and you say, where was she heading? Where was Nicola going that day? Where has she parked her car? Where would she be heading after her walk? Paul would say, yes, she walked over the bridge, she went along her walk, she would have walked past that bench, she would have gone along the lower field, around the upper field, she would have doubled back on herself, she would have exited back down the towpath. Bearing in mind, the map there, the towpath, Blackpool Lane, not Garstang Road, not Garstang Lane. She would have entered back onto Blackpool Lane, across the bridge, back towards the car where she parked, I believe, at the primary school.
So on Google Maps, and I've looked at this before, previously, just about where the river is, and afterwards it said Blackpool Lane. And the problem was that, as you heard, the police were asking for dashcam footage from Garstang Road, and some people thought this was confusing because although local people referred to the entire road as Garstang Road, apparently, anybody who wasn't familiar with the area and anybody who was using Google Maps when they were driving would assume that they've been on Blackpool Road. Blackpool Lane, not Blackpool Road. Roads and lanes are getting confused here, but I am not requesting dashcam footage for a missing woman at the moment. So if I accidentally was to say Blackpool Road, I will correct myself. Or if I was accidentally to say Garstang Lane, I'll endeavour to correct myself, but the stakes aren't quite as high in this situation. However, it does. Now we've got Blackpool Road here, and I don't remember if I looked that far along. Presumably it did say Blackpool Road before, because JLC Groundworks address is actually says Blackpool Road, the Boathouse Blackpool Road. And as you may have seen in previous video, this is where JLC Groundworks is, and I was quite confused when I saw Garstang Road there, to be honest, because their address is Blackpool Road. So either Google Maps has been making mistakes, or the police have been making mistakes. It does seem a bit like Google Maps have made some kind of an error here if they've got their address down as Blackpool Road, unless they're just going by what locals know as, but I thought locals knew it all as Garstang road. And this, as I said, was previously Blackpool Lane, and you'll see that on Google Earth as well. Cross-referencing with Google Earth, and I've put it in before. It was already in my recent searches, so I've seen that Blackpool Lane was there in St Michael's before, but now you put in Blackpool Lane and you get, can you see at the bottom, Blackpool Road. Blackpool Road. Okay, so that's the road heading out to Blackpool, the other side. So you'd be driving in, and you're going to go up towards the roundabout where you turn to Hall Lane. If you go this way, let's go up here. There's a roundabout. So if you were driving down there, you'd turn right and go to the school. If you kept going, you go past the church and over the river. And this part was, I don't know how far down, but it said Blackpool Lane before. And then further up, it became Garstang Road. And I mean, you've listened to that guy on his channel that I cannot get the name of right. And he's made quite, as you can hear, he's got quite frustrated, and he's made quite a few videos about this. And if you put in Garstang Road, you just get the top of Garstang Road. And I'm going to have to check back at my video. But where JLC Groundworks is, that is Garstang Road also. But it looks like it's now Blackpool Road on here. However, on Google Maps, that still does say Garstang Road there. Just have a listen to what this reporter says, in case you had any doubt that Blackpool Lane ever actually existed.
Good afternoon everyone that's just joining. James Holt here from the Manchester Evening News, just here in St Michael's on Wire this afternoon, where there's a significant police presence and multiple roads closed in the area, close by to where missing mum Nicola Bully was last seen. So I'm just going to turn the camera around. So I'm here on Blackpool Lane, and that's the junction there with Rawcliffe Road. So as you can see, there's a couple of police vehicles.
So you can see at the top of the screen, the turning to Rawcliffe Road. So he must have been standing where it says A586 around there. Well, obviously you're on the road, but now, as you've seen, the whole road says Garstang Road. I put a link to this YouTube channel and to the video that you just saw a part of in the description, so you can check it out for yourself. There's some really good videos on here.